This is Makita's 185mm 40V battery powered circular saw. In Australia, this thing costs a whopping $469, and that's without the battery. So the brushless motor delivers 6,000 RPMs, which means our blade's spinning around 6,000 times a minute if you just hold the trigger down like that, with no resistance. As we can see, the battery slides in the back here, and it's a very unique, different battery storage system. The battery goes in sideways and really fits in smoothly with the saw. We've got our main handle here, obviously with our safety switch, and then our trigger. And we've got a front handle here so you can hold it with a two-handed grasp, and it's a very comfortable saw to use. In terms of visibility, we can see through that point there, and if you're left-handed, you can obviously see around the blade there. I haven't struggled with visibility with this saw, but I've used different saws which offer a lot more visibility when cutting. In terms of our bevel cuts, we can just slide this dial here, and we can bevel it all the way down to what is 56mm. And right behind where we set the bevel to, we've got this little gap here where we can slide our saw guide in. Now that's two things I don't have with this saw, which are quite the bummer. I got this saw for a discounted price as it was the last one left in stock in Sydney Tools. It was just sitting on the shelf. So I grabbed it off the shelf, they gave it to me for a discounted price. I never got the saw guide, or what's even worse, I never got the rafter hook. So here's a picture of the rafter hook for the saw. The rafter hook just gets screwed into these two holes here. And I've used it on some co-workers' saws, and that rafter hook is brilliant. Don't be foolish like me, because I am going to go back and get that rafter hook. If we continue looking around the saw, we can see a Allen key storage here for easy blade change. And if we look up here, that's showing us if Bluetooth is on and off. That is Bluetooth to a compatible Makita vacuum. So the saw comes with something you can clip on the back to it, which gives you a dust extraction point. You can either put a bag in there, or more preferably, hook on a vacuum cleaner to it. And if you do have a Makita vacuum which does have that Bluetooth function, it means whenever you turn the saw on and you start cutting, that will automatically turn the vacuum on. Which means when you finish your cut and you release the blade, that vacuum is also gonna stop. Can we see in here? What I'm trying to show you here is, on the silver part right below my finger, there's actually measurements. And those measurements are for when we pull up this lever, and we want to set the depth to our saw. But I'm normally always there with the tape measure, measuring how deep it is. But we actually got a red line which corresponds to measurements there. I can't show you on the camera, it's not working, but take my word for it. They're in intervals of 5mm. We got 65mm when it's all the way up. It goes down to 10mm, and then after that the measurements run out and you will need to get your tape in there. I'd use that for a rough gauge. If you want it to be millimeter perfect, definitely get your tape out and measure how deep that is. I'm just going to correct myself, it does have a maximum bevel of 48mm, but we do have 56 marked on our bevel guide. So I don't know why that would be marked there. Another key feature which I like is on the base plate, we've got all these measurements here, and these measurements are how far away they are from the blade. If you want to do a rough rip or a rough cut at one of these measurements, I use them all the time. If I'm ripping valley board or packing material at 90mm, I'll just use that little guide there and hold that at the edge of my timber, and I found that to work out really well. It also has a 3-year warranty. I'm happy with that length of the warranty. Unlike its counterpart, the 40V miter saw, that's a 2-year warranty, and I think for a bigger expensive saw, you even want a longer warranty than that. I've got a few bits of footage of this saw in action, so I'll play them for you right now.